It's Wednesday, August 1st, 2018, and we're pleased to bring you today's edition of the local news. Welcome. In the news, first cash cards presented to dignitaries of the interior. Revolt of Hindustani indentured laborers commemorated. 1,000 plot papers issued in Para. President received credentials from foreign ambassadors. I'm Susan Maynard, and your local news begins now. The Ministry of Regional Development and the Management of the Surinaamse Postpaarbank, SPSB, have presented the first debit cards to the dignitaries of the interior. With this, the payment from the government to the dignitaries can go smoother. In addition, the dignitaries can now also do more banking business. Minister of Regional Development, Edgar Dican, and the SPSB Director, Guinmardo Cromosuto, pointed to the new opportunities during the handing over of the first 3 debit cards. Apart from the advantages for the cash card holders, the dignitaries, the state also benefits from this. Among other things, money transport and personal costs to do payments in the interior can now be dropped. According to Minister Dican, efforts are now being done to include all more than 500 eligible persons in the system. The commemoration of the 16 Hindustani indentured laborers who were shot dead on July 30th, 1902, during a revolt took place in Marienburg on Monday. The immigrants in Marienburg took the lead to fight against the disgust from the slavery with their lives. After the abolition of slavery, Chinese, Japanese, and Hindustani indentured laborers worked in a discussed form of slavery as contractors to maintain the plantations. It was low paid with oppression and gross humiliation. The uprising in 1902 had in the first instance to do with a struggle for better wages on the sugarcane plantation, says Dharam Mungra, chairman of the foundation The Fallen of 1902. The foundation deeply regrets that these righteous fighters in the history books are depicted as murderers, bandits, and robbers. It would like to have this history rewritten. At the commemoration of the 16 names of the fallen were read. The group was much larger, but the other names were never noted. Another wish of the foundation is to investigate the mass grave of these heroes. Due to lack of money, this investigation was stopped a few years ago. Approximately 1,000 plot papers were issued in the district of Para last Sunday. Among the beneficiaries, there are a number of plot applicants dated from the 70s of the last century. Prior to the issuance of these papers, the Ministry of Spatial Planning, Land and Forest Management, ROGB, conducted a registration of the plot applicants in the district. District Commissioner Armand Jurel of Para told the beneficiaries that the handing out of the plot papers are not intended to enslave the people, but to give impulses to persons to stand on their own feet. Minister Samsudin said that the ministry has more work to do in the district. She further indicated that she'll address situations that have to do with injustice around land issues. She recalled that before the 2010 elections, large plots of land were issued to one person, while hundreds of citizens already filed an application from the same plot. President Bouterse received credentials on Monday and yesterday from 4 non-resident ambassadors from the Philippines, Ghana, Zambia, and Guatemala, as well as that of the new ambassador of India in Suriname, Mahinder Singh Kanyal. Ambassador Marishu Mauro of the Philippines strongly believes that despite the great distance, there are sufficient opportunities that need to be identified between the two countries. The relationship between Suriname and the Philippines goes back to 1997. Among other things, the ambassador looks forward to the exchange of diplomats between Suriname and the Philippines. The ambassador of Ghana, Abena Pukoa Adampin Busia, mentioned the historical and cultural ties between both countries. The ambassador looks forward to the possibility of building stronger relationships with Suriname and hopes to develop a deeper cultural exchange between the two countries. The new ambassador of India in Suriname, Mahinder Singh Kanyal, is determined to follow all memoranda of understanding signed during the state visit by Indian President Ram Nath Kovind in June this year. Yesterday, the ambassadors of Zambia and Guatemala, respectively, Alfred Mwamba and Marion Townsend, presented their credentials to the president. Suriname's foreign policy states that our country is looking for South-South cooperation and more diversification of bilateral partners to diversify the economy. In that context, we build bridges to meet our development goals, says the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Yildiz Polak-Bagley. That concludes our local news for today. Thank you for joining us. Have a good day. Until tomorrow.